What's up guys, it's Louis and I got a couple tips and tricks for you guys that will definitely help you guys improve in Counter-Strike, and then some will also help you outplay your opponents. So if you are a casual player and you're looking to just gain some advantage in winning more Counter-Strike 2 games, these tips will definitely help you. Or if you're someone that is hard stuck, these tips and tricks will also tailor to you as well. But before I get into the video, if you guys want any cool skins like I have in my inventory right here, you should check out the sponsor of this video, SkinsMonkey.
SkinsMonkey is a CS2 skins trading site and marketplace that provides an instant way to get new skins. My favorite thing about SkinsMonkey is that I can trade skins that I no longer want and trade it for a skin that is equal value. If you use code LouisCS2, you get a $5 bonus on your first trade. If you want to buy skins, you can get a 30% deposit bonus plus an extra 5% using my code. The link is down in the description.
So the first little tip that I want to talk to you guys about is a little tip that a lot of you guys don't take advantage of, and it's faking the death cam. If you guys know in Counter-Strike, if someone kills you, they actually get a view of where their body is and they can see where their opponent is. So for example, if I go and kill someone in B apps right here, jump spotting, if I decide to run out apps, he will see me on the kill cam running out of apps. So let's say for an example, you're in a 2v1, you can actually take advantage of this death cam in game. You can actually kill this guy, run out apps, let the death cam kind of show where you're going, and then you can just run away. Faking death cams is something that happens a lot in the tier 1 scene, so this is something that you guys need to take advantage of, because I'm sure those newbie casual players, even the high experienced players, will comment. Like for another example, if I just swing out mid in a 2v1, or maybe I'm in a 3v1, I can kill this window guy, fake that I'm running towards connector, and then literally just run away and go all the way to B, and these guys are going to think that I'm somewhere in mid. So if you guys haven't even thought about faking a death cam or even looking at the death cam, I suggest the next time you guys are in a game, really focus on the death cam and try to take advantage of it when you're in a clutch. So I just showed you guys a little trick, but now I have a little tip, and it is that you need to have binds for almost everything. Like I have a minimap zoom bind, I also have grenade binds, I have a jump throw bind, I have crosshair binds. You guys need to be using these and taking advantage, because the minimap zoom bind, it can help you in smokes. Like I showed an example before, that if there is like a jungle smoke here, in order for me to get into jungle or window, I can literally just zoom in on my minimap and I can literally just see where I am in the smoke. So this is a very good bind to have. Also just made a binds video if you guys want to go check out some of those. But also grenade binds are really important as well, especially if you're a support or rotator. So you're not sitting here scrolling through your nades trying to help your teammates. You can literally just click on the keys of your grenades. Like my molly is on Z, my C is my smoke, my V is my flash, and my 4 is my HE grenade. So this is very important to have, just so you guys aren't fumbling nades. And then you also have the advantage of, like, if you have the crosshair, grenade crosshair enabled to help you line up some smokes or find some cool gimmicky smokes, like one ways that you guys can use in your games. But I do recommend having binds that can just help you have a higher advantage against the players you're playing against. So if you guys don't know what binds you should have, check out the video I just posted. Okay, so my next little trick here, or tip, you guys need to learn to jiggle peek. Jiggle peeking is really good because it can bait shots out, and you can also get info where people are. One of my favorite things to do on Mirage is come to bottom con and just jiggle my shoulder here, because I know if there is a opper in window and he gets smoked, chances are he's probably going to rotate to connector. So I can literally just get easy info by just showing my shoulder like this. And it's very important that you learn how to jiggle peek correctly, because I see people thinking that this is jiggle peeking and then they complain when they die, but it's literally just them. They're just swinging out to the open. So the correct way to really jiggle peek is that you want to make sure you're actually not looking at the angle or exposing yourself. The goal is to just bait a shot. Your goal isn't to like spot them. It's more just to show your shoulder. So you almost have to like imagine yourself just showing your shoulder like this. And there's a lot of places you can do it on any part of the map, even towards ramp. If you think someone's like opping CT, you can just sit here, show your shoulder. He's probably going to shoot you, and then you have the space to run out, because if it is an opper, the opper will shoot, and then he has to tuck because he has to quick switch his op. So if he shoots you like this, he has to hide, and then he has no idea where you are, because he can't just shoot and sit here in the open. He literally can't do anything if he just sits here while quick switching, because he can't shoot you, and that would be a free frag for you, and your opponent definitely knows that. So just learning to quick switch for that, and then also baiting a shot, because if someone wants to jiggle me on cat, I can probably shoot him, and then I'm all messed up. My spray, I have my recoil that, you know, I have to wait for to reset, or I have to try to adjust. It's just really good for baiting shots. And a lot of the newbie players don't really understand how to react to someone jiggling them. They'll just sit here and start spamming. They won't know what to do. And it's always good to just jiggle to get someone to start shooting, and then you can just wide swing and kill them, because they're not going to be ready for you. And it also creates your own timing for when you're going to swing. So I highly suggest you guys hop in a server and practice jiggle peeking. So the next next tip that I have for you guys is that you need to learn how to peek correctly. We just talked about jiggle peeking, but peeking correctly is very important because everyone knows that if you swing from the left side, your opponent actually sees you first because the left side of your body sticks out since your camera is more on the right side of your player model. And if I swing from the right side, we see each other almost at the same time depending where he is. But most importantly, the one thing that you guys need to remember is that when you're close to a wall, you will appear faster on someone's point of view. So if, you know, I'm down here at con and this guy wants to swing close to the wall, he's going to be a lot faster on my screen rather if he was far away from the wall. So learning how to actually peek is very important as well, because there's also times where, you know, you want to come close to this wall and wide swing out ramp, or there's also times where you want to come here and crouch peek and just pre-fire them. Pre-firing is also a really good thing, and also just knowing when to crouch peek. If you know someone is like in a position, like if I know there's an opper in jungle, I'm going to just come here and crouch peek because the crouch also helps me with counter strafing, and I'm still moving when I'm shooting. So I don't even really have to counter strafe when I'm coming to crouch peek this guy, because that's just how the source engine works with the crouch peek. So it's something that a lot of people do take advantage of. But the most important thing you just want to remember is that when you are close to a wall, you will always appear faster on that other player's POV. So there is different situations where you're swinging into an op or maybe a rifle that you just want to be closer to the wall or farther, and it all really just depends on the situation. And if you really want to learn how to actually peek with a bunch of different scenarios, you should go watch one of your favorite pros on one of those POV YouTube channels. So the last little tip and trick that I have for you guys is understand sound cues. You can abuse sound cues so much, like for the op. If you want to walk to B apps knowing that maybe someone's skit right and cat, you can literally just scope with the op and then walk away, and they're gonna immediately think like, oh my gosh, like there's an op in B apps, like I'm scared to peek. You can play so many mind games. I know a long time ago we used to run a strat where instead of dropping the bomb, now it makes a beeping sound, but in CSGO you could drop a gun, it would make the same sound as you dropping the bomb. So we would make these teams think that we were dropping the bomb in apps, and it would totally outplay them, and A site was pretty much free. So you could do the same thing with just a bunch of different sound cues. Like if you wanted to run B apps on pistol round, throw the bomb, let them hear it, your team's executing A, you know, like a couple seconds later, and then you could just run with the bomb, and they pretty much have sight, and there's probably just one guy in CT playing retake. So there's a lot of cool little things you can do with sound cues. You can also make fake steps in underpass, where if you know someone's in cat, you can fake like you're running under and then walk away. A lot of the little sound tricks, and like what I showed earlier about the faking the death cam, that's really important in clutches, especially fake sound cues. Or if you know that, let's just say my palace lurk knows like, hey, I think they're stacked towards A, but like we're really set up towards A, it's really good to just fake sound cues towards B. And it's what I see a lot of even the high level players don't take advantage of, is just faking sound cues. Like when I play in my ECL matches, we do a lot of fake sound cues where we'll actually just misstep, like just pretend we let go of our shift key and we accidentally just step somewhere. So then the other team really has no idea what we're doing because they think we just made an honest mistake. So taking advantage of sound cues is very important. And if you actually study up on a lot of the pro demos or the POVs like I talked about earlier, you'll notice they actually do abuse sound cues a lot. So it's very important to do that. There's also another one where you can fake the jump into window, where you can literally just land like this and then just fall off. Or I know a lot of people like to come outside of window like this, fake that jump to make it sound like they fell. They'll come back up here and then they'll just frag the guy pretty easily. One way to just find how to fake sound cues is either just run around in a server or just study up on some pro players. But those are pretty much all the tips I have for you guys. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel for some daily CS2 content. Comment down below if I did miss anything. I respond to all you guys that comment. I appreciate all the criticism. And make sure you guys smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.